This is a video on some amazing ideas that come from problems in practice, not from theory, and that open up huge doors in theory, very interesting theory doors. Number one, the femininity of productivity. Did a study of re-engineering projects, and my grad students and I noticed that the most successful projects all made outcomes whose descriptions were very similar. And when we parsed the descriptions of the outcomes by clients, by suppliers, by the developers, by everybody involved, we found out that the re-engineered version of the work process was more feminine than the pre-re-engineered version. And this is hundreds of cases across all sorts of different industries and processes of work. Quite generally, the way you make a work system more productive or creative is to feminize it. Number two, generalizing quality. If you look at the fact that total quality was an anti-culture to ordinary Japanese management culture, implemented in Japan to improve their own culture, and then it got copied around the world, literally, as opposed to people around the world creating an anti-culture to their ordinary management culture to improve it. And then you looked at again, parsing the actual totalizations, one by one, of responsibility for quality that produced the huge total quality effect of overcoming 11 industries worldwide with superior products. And then you ask yourself, suppose those totalizations were applied to another body of knowledge besides quality knowledge, would it go around, march around the world overcoming opponents as well? Number three, foreign cap firm dynamics. 45 years ago in Osaka, I observed foreign capital firms there as glorified sales offices. And so even though they had expanded to 500 or 2,000 employees in a building together, they were still managed as if there were no career paths, there were no performance indicators, there were no basic management structures of any sort. It was managed as a very profitable, low-cost foreign sales office. And it wasn't really managed as a company at all, because headquarters had always seen it as just, we can take existing product and sell a few hundred million more of it in this huge Japanese market and make a lot of money without much cost. And so here I am 45 years later, and foreign cap firms in Tokyo are exactly the same, with no basic management structures in any of them. It's just unbelievable. And again, foreign headquarters will not approve anything that treats the company in Tokyo like a company, because that's seen as just wasting money on upping costs. Career paths, why do we need that? We've gotten here 45 years without career paths. Performance indicators, why have that? We've gotten along 45 years without performance indicators. It's incredible. Number four, surprise, attention, fame, and performance science. So much of the modern world, once the internet is firmly established, and we're just seeing the beginnings of it. So you've got to understand that universities are going to dissolve in it, publishing is going to dissolve in it. You're going to have 6 billion publishers, not 1 or 2 publishers. The middling agents are going to have to evolve into something different. The algorithms are going to compete with humans for that mediating function, and the algorithms are going to be a hell of a lot faster and a hell of a lot smarter than the humans are at mediating. So a lot of mediating roles are going to go away. So surprise, attention, fame, and performance are really these issues of capturing and satisfying human attention. And that's going to be the battleground. That's going to be the difference between excellent and unexcellent. And you can see it's already happening more and more so. And so things that were not designed for surprise, and not designed for attention, and not designed for fame, and not designed for performance, are getting all of those elements added into them. And then there's a social neuroscience landscape that surprise, attention, fame, and performance dance on. Getting them depends on tweaking the right brain modules and the right paths and combinations. Number 6, metacultures. These are things like total quality. Every field, you can rise to the top of it via quality. Every field shares similar knowledge dynamics, which is another one of these little videos I've done. Knowledge dynamics, quality, um, structural cognition tools. Every field has a high mental performers who rise to the top. Managing cultures. Every field has plural cultures, both professional and national, that they have to deal with. And managing cultures is a route to excellence across any field. These are meta fields that cut across all existing fields. Meta cultures that cut across all existing cultures. The world is going to be blends of engineering and management and technology and national and gender and error and device and customer and organization cultures. And so these meta fields, meta sciences and meta cultures that cut across this variety and enable them to work together on common articulations of things are going to be where excellence is achieved. Number 7, evolution of democratizations. The web is meaning that we're moving from a few central producers to billions of people producing. And that we're moving from the problem of everything being too boring and homogenized and standardized in order to make money with vast sales, so that movies are tested against past movies to see whether they will sell stupidly, when the only value of a movie is it's different from past movies and therefore you can't compare it to them market-wise. That those problems are going to disappear and be replaced by new problems, which is algorithms that find new kinds of quirky market that in any one locale are just tiny fractions and not mass enough to make money, but across the globe are huge if we can articulate and find them. Number 8, bigness creates monkeyness. The bigger an organization is, the more behaviors generate to primate behaviors and away from human behaviors. We're going to have to learn how to handle that, either by not being big or by changing the way we behave. Number 9, the single individual, human, that is a single man or a single woman, is not capable of intelligent action. Only trios of humans are capable of intelligent action. And our default setting that a leader is a single human is going to have to simply decline. It doesn't work. It leads to wars. It leads to theft to CEOs. It leads to Wall Street 2008 and Harvard psychopaths taking over and using the world for their own private benefit. We're going to have to find a real paradigm of leadership and just acknowledge what Grint's study on leadership already showed, and a lot of other research has showed, James March, that trios are constitute a new form of leading.